What is up, film fans? Welcome back to Donson Film. I'm your host, Don, and today we are breaking down a thriller that really puts the stranger in stranger danger. We're looking at the indie flick Trust No One. It's a classic be careful what you wish for story that pays some serious homage to the Hitchcockian murder swap trope. Let's get into the good, the bad, and the technical side of this production. The plot. What works? The film starts with a very grounded, high-stakes domestic drama. We meet Molly, who is desperately trying to adopt her stepdaughter Gracie. The obstacle? Gracie's biological mother Heather, who is, to put it mildly, a mess. The court drama in the first act really sets the stakes. You feel Molly's desperation when Heather is violating court orders and showing up at bars during supervised visit. What really works here is the inciting incident on the bus. Molly meets Sophie, a law student who seems like a kindred spirit. The writing in these early scenes is clever because it masks Sophie's true intentions under the guise of commiseration therapy. When Sophie suggests a make-believe plan to kill each other's problems, Molly's ex-wife problem and Sophie's overbearing father, it feels like a dark joke that spirals out of control. The tension ramp-up is solid. We go from decapitated rose bushes to actual murder and framing. The film does a great job of making Molly feel completely trapped when Sophie reveals she has planted bloody hairbands in Molly's house as leverage. The technical, camera, and production. From a production standpoint, the film uses several Chekhov's guns effectively. Early on, we see a GPS safety bracelet given to Gracie. At first, it feels like a minor plot point about Molly being an overprotective parent. But the production team weaves it into the climax where it becomes a literal lifesaver after the device is reprogrammed during a kidnapping. In terms of camera work and visual storytelling, the film relies heavily on tight claustrophobic two-shots during the bus conversations. This creates an intimacy between Molly and Sophie that makes the eventual betrayal feel much more personal. There's also a clear visual contrast between the clean life Molly is trying to build and the dirty evidence, the red wig, the chain used for strangulation, and the transient locations like Boyd Field that Sophie uses to drag her down. The bad. A few critiques now for the bad. The coincidence factor is high. The revelation that Sophie isn't just some random girl on the bus, but is actually Jeff's obsessed ex-girlfriend who was hospitalized after they broke up, feels a bit like a leap. While it adds a layer of fatal attraction to the strangers on a train plot, it makes the world feel very small. Also, the police characters feel a bit like plot devices. One minute they are ready to arrest Molly based on a witness seeing a red ponytail, and the next they found a small potatoes dealer to pin the crime on because of DNA evidence. It's a bit of a convenient roller coaster for the sake of the script spacing. The best acting scene. The standout performance has to be the actress playing Sophie. She transitions from a supportive friend to a cold-blooded sociopath seamlessly. The best acting scene in the film is definitely the confrontation between Molly and Sophie's father, the judge. This is where the movie flips. Molly is there to warn him that Sophie wants him dead, and the judge has to deliver the heartbreaking backstory of Sophie witnessing her mother's suicide. The shift in the judge's performance, from an arrogant, powerful man to a broken father who realizes his daughter is a murderer, is powerful. But Sophie's dialogue in the murder swap pitch is also top tier. When she pushes Molly to say, "I want her dead," and then immediately pivots to, "So what is the plan, Miss Lawyer?" It's chilling. She plays the unhinged but brilliant role perfectly. Final verdict. Trust No One is a tight, effective thriller. It's not reinventing the wheel, but it uses its production elements, like the GPS bracelet and the legal ethics subplots, to keep the audience engaged. If you like psychological games and deal with the devil scenarios, this one is worth a watch. That's it for today's review. Hit that subscribe button, let me know in the comments what you thought of Office Game, and I'll see you next time on Donson's Film. And don't forget to subscribe on our other YouTube channel, Todashistorias. Peace!